CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2, make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO, guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
World Electronic Sports Games returns with a new season, the largest championship among national teams in the history of esports. Dota 2, Hearthstone, CSGO, StarCraft 2, and $5.5 million at stake. European finals will be held in marvelous Barcelona from the 22nd to the 26th of November. Win your slot in the finals of the World Championship. Register right now.
Hello folks and welcome back to another map of what is going to be the wonderful Starter I-League Shanghai Invitational CIS side of things, of course. It's, as I said, another map in this best of 3 between GoodJob and pro100. That was a wacky intro, I'll tell you that, but we missed the knife, unfortunately, because we had the wonderful WHD trailer going. Of course, make sure you do check out all the stuff going on at WHD.com. Pretty sick event. I was part of it last year. It's dope. You should check it out again. That said, back to this game, because I don't want to miss too much, because we are right into it. This is the pistol. It's GoodJob versus pro100 on cobblestone. And map 1 was something to look at, but we'll get into that in a little while because I just want to look at the pistol itself. 4 pieces of Kevlar. Coffee has gone for the 5.7 and the smoke. Interesting play. Pro100, meanwhile, it's 4 pieces of Kevlar and the smoke and 2 flashes. So what pro100 is doing is pretty standard. GoodJob, however, I haven't seen a 5.7 smoke combo in a long time. I'm certainly curious to see if this pays off. Usually expect the 5.7 to be given to someone, but with that said, the aggression from box is quickly going to be punished as Kenzo will push around the corner and take him down with a Glock. That is going to lead to Flaric and co getting ready to push up on towards A just via taking the means of ramp and generally pushing through long. It's a pretty dangerous split. Nick has already been pushed down to 6 HP. Smike is going to have to play a long corner. Come back to site, of course. Nick will now just be spotting towards wood and just trying to get a quick lurk kill. Being in a bit of a hidden spot. I like the cannon's play. Tussle still holding, of course. It comes out towards door. That will prompt the push. Flash as well towards long. Deathhustle spotting 3 players. Tapping down 1. Looking for a second. Standing still will be Flaric. He loses his life, but now it's all on towards Yekes. Sitting upon cannons. Will his play work out? Bear in mind, we've got his teammate Lollipop, who we swapped to for a moment. And with just a moment's notice, he loses his life. But cannons has not been checked up until then. Smike. His response is certainly justified too, because he was just about to plant, but he turns around just as he's planting and sees him. Changes everything, because that was a very genuine clutchable ramp for him there, just being sat upon cannons like that. But Smike checks him, dismisses him, and pro100 will take pistol. Now it is going to be the CT side trying to see if they can something work with these pistols. Tougher spot for them to be in, but evident from the last map, we know they can achieve it. Frag grenade is going to be exchanged. A bit of damage spread amongst Drop and Plat. Russian Code just being very patient about their approach towards Drop. The flash eventually will be used. Molly just to clear out nice and close. Coffee holding the standard headshot angle, and it's lethal. Trust me, it can do so much damage if played right. Actually then embeds himself right underneath that Molly. They use one to clear off second room, but it's going to miss. Smoke to be rethrown back towards window as well. Crush needs to check close if he decides to drop. That UMP is enough to kill Coffee. They've got to play it right. Yeah, well, he peeks now. His position is known otherwise. The surprise factor is gone. Waiting it out. Meanwhile, of course, the rotate. No run towards the A site. Box is hearing a lot of steps right now. He knows what's going on. It's 5-7 and about to test it. Finds so close to even final one. There's so much damage, but it's not going to be enough to actually merit a kill. Death down to 24 HP. Lollipop spraying away with the CZ gets himself a kill. Kenzo. Let's find just another death. He's going to be responsible for his then death. Bomb goes down. 3 versus 3. Spraying through wood, seeing if he can find himself an opportunity. Flouric and Swipe both get themselves kills respectively. Flouric then with a double. The pro100 2-0 up. Their T side. Perfect start. 3-0 as well, looking very likely. This GoodJob won't be able to do anything at all in this. It'll be 5 flat USPs most likely. We'll be shocked to even see them buy P250s here, if I'm honest. Gonna be a standard plat take. Brush dropping down into drop with his Mac 10. Drop area is so easy to take, especially with an SMG like this. Just pepper away bullets. An automatic BB gun. Just pop around and the bullets just go flying. One pop at least finds one with his USP, and Nickers will actually be able to trade as he gets a second. Aided by that tagging. Oh, the USPs only go so far. Not really far enough to actually merit a round win. Pro100, as expected, take themselves their third. But this is the real response now. This is the one we were waiting for and teasing. It's the GoodJob buy round. No AWP. Of course, it is just going to be 5 rifles. But it's certainly going to be something that's more thought out. This will give us an exact idea of their approach on their CT side of Cobble. First round expected to be not so on the aggressive front. I'm thinking slow play just to kind of ease into it. I wouldn't imagine GoodJob do anything too fanciful. Kind of just want to get an idea of what Pro100's kind of game plan is going to be. Ooh, a game plan. Crush is just run at plat. As a molly. Caught off guard by Lollipop, however. Nothing over on towards long. It's about the fight. The sight. Work on flashes to all be thrown and execute. Fully fledged. Def needs to come down drop and get into that area pretty soon because Yekas is on side double. Coffee will lose his life. Def still trying to be a pain. It's quickly flanked off by Box. Desasel now wrapping around from behind. Smike tries to save things. Molly on towards Box, but smoke fades at the worst moment. Giving Box the chance to strike. GoodJob now looking to follow up on their previous round success. It's important they do so too, because Pro100 would be certainly eager to reset them here. Both sides being able to afford the plenty. Smike is on the deal here. It's going to be a true complaint with this D side. Oh, Lollipop, that's such a nice shot to find. Takes down Crush with a headshot. Back on a plant smoke. Kenzel relocating up towards the upper side of the drop area now. Weighing up his options to see if it's beneficial. Start to prod and poke. Pro100 do a bit more of the same as well over on towards the A side. Pressing the buttons of Box, seeing if he'll bite. Sure does. Snaps the head off Flaric, and it's another kill going his way. Smite pushes through the smoke and does find the trade onto a lollipop with Def as well, getting himself a further frag. Of course, Death Hustle makes it back to an even Stevens 3 versus 3. "35 seconds now for Pro100 to play with. Ukrainians do have to get moving. "25 seconds pushing in towards Coffee. This could be painful. Starts to let rip. His MP9 doing wonders. A double kill. The stopping power of that SMG wins the round. Hands out. Def, there's nothing you can do. He pushes in towards Yekes, but this is a simple kill for him to find. Even with the whiff, Coffee, he just hold down his trigger. 8 seconds to play with. There was no chance in hell there was going to be a plant or even a round win potential. For him at the end, it was about doing some damage, some insult to injury. If anything, just salt in the wound for Pro100. Their economy certainly highlighting that wound. Nothing they can spend here. Just P250s. A few flashes maybe, but that's about it. Kenzo opting for Kevlar is a fair enough play because he had a little bit more than everyone else, but again, that is just about it. GoodJob wanting to start strong on their CT side. They don't want to allow that third map Mirage to come through. Bear in mind, they were able to sneak in Inferno. 14, so it's important for them now as they crush these pistols bit by bit, frag by frag. A perfect round for them and a clean streak from Death Sizzle as he gets himself a 3K. Once again, a full buy from Pro100 consisting of 5 AK-47s. The good old Kalashnikovs. For a few shots through the door, but nothing to come of it. Deep nade onto the back. Just pressure down. Ukrainian lineup. Crush cautious because of that pick. Odessa eventually gets a pick thanks to it over on towards the A side. Similar sort of storyline was going on there, of course. We were looking B, but they were still throwing frag grenades out towards long, and they do net a kill because of that damage. Hungry as well for one of his own. Crushed down to 53 HP. Alaric grouping with his teammate now through Matrix. Smart boost in second room over the tip of the smoke. Good to give them a bit of vision onto the fact that Kenzel was still holding above that lip. Does highlight the rotates coming through, and ultimately means that Death Hustle is about to be pressured again from long as the wraparound comes in. Def has not noted a player is up there. Get a turn. That's the question. Kenzel pushes mid. He turns at the worst moment. Sure, he'll die to Kenzel, but that's still a good kill because Nyekes can peek out. He can deal with the player's wood. Flaric trapped upon the left side, takes the fight, loses it hands down. That's such a tough choice for Death Hustle to make. Does he go for Kenzel first? Or does he kill the guy behind him? I think, in reality, him killing the ramp player is actually super important. Because as I kind of rolled off in the heat of the moment, his teammates can handle the players who are wood. But having that player coming from late would be kind of problematic because it would distract the guy playing APC. But because it was cleared by Desassel before he died, in just that moment's notice, his whole team could be focused purely from APC onto wood, which is just a much more stronger engagement, simply put. A light way to break the round down, don't get me wrong, but just upon reflecting on it, I thought it was worth touching on. The push is currently trying to hop its way out towards the A site. Pistols had a great little time, fired off a few shots, but they aren't really getting close. A fall by Crushed and Pistols soon to follow. There'll be 2 rounds given up to GoodJob as they create a bit of a healthy gap between them and their opposition. Looks like Crush has an idea to go for a plant, but Lollipop is going to be holding him off. Going for an eagle shot. We'll find the tag, but that is going to be about it. Like now on the AWP though is about time, to be honest. Keeping an eagle eye on towards point of view though, because I want to see what he's going to do with it. In either war, pro100 want to be able to get themselves an aggressive early pick, so yeah, post up plat. But GoodJob smoke him off straight away. They give him nothing to work with. A deep nade as well, thrown directly through drop. Just to try and punish anyone that was going for those picks. A rewarding playstyle from GoodJob, it has to be said. Now you established the link in their long control. Chain that's been hard for pro100 to break. Smike face first with an AWP. There's so many reasons to why you can go for that, but at the same time it's incredibly ballsy. I don't know if I agree with it, if I'm honest. It's a tough play, but it certainly crumbles around him. His teammate is going to save him, Kenzo, with the rifle, but Yekes up towards Plat is doing a masterful job at holding things down. Def quickly on the trade, Desassel on the big flank. Sure, it puts a lot onto the box's arms, but he's making it stick. He's backing off box. If he stays alive, then there's a chance, but now it makes it a 1v2. Biding his time. Def holding on towards his angle. Heat comes in. Just wins it. One more player to find now towards Rock. Bomb not planted for him. Des does have a kit and 2 flashes. Spots him out, but doesn't even go for the flick. Reactions not quite kicking in. pro100 up to 4. Once again, the rounds start to go ebb and flow backwards and forwards. But it was a good stint from GoodJob, it has to be said. Getting up to 5 is exactly where they needed to be. Bear in mind, CT side Cobble, you're only expected to get maybe 6 or even 7. Your 5's already a pretty good number. Not great, but it's a start. Aggressive angle coming in from Desassel now though. Opting to put that AWP to some serious use over on the A side, but nothing there for him to practice. Yekes only played to spot anything out towards Plat. The smoke acting as a wonderful shroud for the pro100 lineup as they all come flying towards drop. Both sides finding a pick apiece. Like, making his drop known, also taking a tick of damage. Lollipop will kill out Crush. Box has been spotted, so tries to fall back, but Smike will lead him alive. A simple headshot for him, but Desassel holding door, being posted there with the offers. Masterful positioning. Problem is, Def has come flying up mid-ramp to trade. It's good because that opens up the A site. Problem is that bomb is stuck on the back of Flaric. He can't escape drop right now. Lollipop is refusing to let him leave. And even if he does, you got another player as well. An excruciatingly close battle between Yekes. Does with an out. Lollipop now looking to chase. He's getting held. Both these players are low, bear in mind. Alright, with the molly. And go straight for the plant, I imagine so. Ooh, looking for the door peek, baiting him out for the push. Perfectly read Flaric on the ball. A double kill for him. pro100. They get themselves another round off the back of it. Looks like it is going to be a simple B all in here. Push on him. Exercise some simple kills and basically whittle away at your opposition that you knew were going to have a mixed bag of weapons. And it works out pretty well. You're on the B site already, you got the plant. An arguably good job to save this. Rush even get it here. Coffee falling back is just another sign of positivity for this T side. Like Box will at least better catch off Crush, but it's not really a big problem for the T side. Their economy isn't exactly in a super bad shape right now. Flaric, no surprise, going to be leading the charge, but pro100 definitely will be able to replenish the weapons they've lost it. Again, Platt being the point that pro100 are trying to exercise, but this is a bit more ballsy now because the weapons aren't as mixed. An MP9 is vicious. Now it's just the same. Lollipop flying off this corner is going to be beautiful because Crush walks right into a headshot angle. Kenzo going to drop into him either way. The flash is perfect. Leaves him blind. Goes to second. Lollipop shouldn't even be good for a third, let alone two. But has a good crack at it. Finally will be shredded. Def now playing close off block. Nekka's just crouched in the corner. Doesn't want to reveal himself sitting in the smoke. He's about to jump the entire side. Oh, the flash fades just on Flaric though. Allowing him to completely isolate Yekes and cut him down. And the flash bounced off the wall. Should pretty much open up for Def to peek out and find one, potentially a second on towards Coffee if he wants to peek. Ultimately, making the round fairly locked up, but Box tries to change things, goes in, gets one. Has to find the second player Koopa, or at least be able to split off the pressure, allowing Coffee to peek, but can't achieve it. Right, straight for the plant. Coffee, holding close door. Posted up by smoke. Simple as that. The AWP kill comes on in. And it has to be noted, Flaric, back-to-back 2Ks for him now in terms of entry on the site. Really is stepping up, sitting 11 to 8, which doesn't sound super good, but when you look at the context of everyone else, you start to see the difference. And also just look at the rounds themselves. I think even the last 3 rounds he's opened up with nearly every entry kill. The flashes as well, always filling a support role for his team in certain moments, is coming in super handy. It was him that flashed in Def, for example, to be able to peek in towards second room and also isolate the rock player. That stands up for a lot. It's just pistols again. Does come through. Kenzo hunting for anyone that dare peeks and drop. Gets away with it, but not long before Lollipop CZ tries to step up to the plate and respond. Flaric making the choice to slowly advance through mid doors on A. Not actually opted to directly cross yet, but the intention is certainly there. The flash is thrown. Second one comes in towards mid. Clears close left, close right. He allows them access the smoke off door, and from there it's going to be just one final flash. Lollipop hears the flank though. That should be enough to isolate. 1 or 2 players. Def tapping away, trying to cause a problem. Box close and personal, but it's not close enough. Def had the jump on him. Gets the double kill. Leaving Lollipop now alone towards long. Peeks out. Has to jump on Flaric, however. That creates a 1 versus 1. Def has to go for the bomb, which means crossing to the site is so much harder. Lollipop takes him down with a few shots to the leg, and ultimately, the final one needed to the chest. an aggressive play for a drop. That's one way to catch me mid-breath. Coffee goes to 2. Lollipop kills 2 off as well. These pistols, yeah, simple as that. Drop to the body. Drop the body, drop them to the floors. It's all over. That's right, man. I gotta see. Nice early kill from Box. Manages to pick off Flark. And Crush both grouped up together here now to push into this drop, but the flash has to be perfect, and they're actually just going to ignore second completely, look straight towards Gore, and it's a smart decision from Kenzo, one that gets him an early kill. Problem is, his hills are being nipped at straight off the bat, has to decide, do I want the fight or not? Chooses against the engagement, heads up through ladder room and straight up towards hidden room, straight towards A nonetheless, where he will meet his fateful end, an AWP watching right towards him. Yekes now holding the APC push, finds one, fought mid reload, that's a little bit of a tough one. But manages to pull through for a few moments before Spike gets close and personal. Death Hustle with the AWP, no scope. Giving up to death. What a flick. The second one, that's quite something. Pro100 giving themselves their 8th round off of Death, managing to pick up the AWP and hitting one hell of a shot. An interesting round, an interesting half, but a tale that, well, has to come to an end, for we turn the page and we come on to our second half now, where Pro100 will begin on their CT side. They have to show us they can survive the common Pro100 curse, which is, can they actually hold up their CT sides? It generally seems to be quite a problem for them, looking at past results. Hopefully we see a welcome change here. Already Kenzo is tapping away, finds the first contact kill. Yekes trying to trade, doing a lot of damage, but only then getting a kill. Finally stepping up for some blood though, gets a taste for it, and then he goes aggressive. Lollipop making it work. Coffee exploding in action. The Glock landing the headshot on towards Kenzo is exactly the way this needed to go. The second shot in the chest, but nonetheless Lollipop will still feel inspired. He takes a shot of his own, that lands on Smike. And as simple as that, a click of your fingers. Good job. Have themselves equalised. And their 8th round. Two deep flashes in towards mid door means only one thing. Yeah, we get aggressive. Aggressive real quick. They're holding, waiting for just a moment, baiting the pushes. There's the second flash, and there's the push, but they're getting quickly punished. Coffee being forced to go 1 for 1, accepting fate, as Kenzo was able to trade and sneak in a few shots with the CZ. Crush, caught off guard towards long though. He tries to move up through plat, eventually breaches in towards Lollipop's grasp. It's going to be another body. Bit of ground for Pro100. You stand at a disadvantage, having picked up a UMP that releases some light at the end of the tunnel. Let's find a pick with a CZ, but Coffee once again going to trade. Barak is just relaxing on B right now. I do want to make a point out of that. He's decided not to rotate here. I feel like it's better to make a gamble than anything else, because now you've left it all on towards Kenzo to win this round, basically. There's no way you do a 1v3 retake, so you're banking on him getting a kill, and that's about it, really. There's nothing more to it now. Flaric has conceded the round. Would have liked to have just seen him came over and helped his teammate. Play it out as a 2v3 on the site. Even if they don't come A, it's a gamble worth taking, because you have to save no matter what. I don't think you could really retake that. Without a kit or any util. So, it's a genuine shame, but it is what it is. Does pick up a UMP though, so at least he can save a bit of added weaponry, not just a CZ. Make sure, folks, by the way, you get stuff over to streambonus.com if you want skins and stuff from the shenanigans. Because the entire time the stream is live, we are slinging out skins to you guys on the random. Akido just got himself a stat track P250 Ripple, for example. Yeah, do make sure you head over to streambonus.com to get yourself your daily dosage of generic skin dropping action. If luck is on your side, of course. It's all about luck. But hopefully you get yourself something. I've seen a few nice drops. Sonya got a Desert Eagle directive before, so not half bad. Way back into the action. 9-8, good job with an advantage. Still looking to put the nail in the coffin of Pro100 once and for all. Take this map and end it in the 2-0 series. But in order to end it like that, they're going to have to continue this form. Their opposition is fairly weakened. The CT side, it's just the UMP and pistols. So it should be a round that you can take with ease, but you've always got to be precautious. Much the aggressive route, because you get punished. Like, pick because of that. But the thought process only does so much. Eventually, you can have all the brains in the world, but you're still going to be fragged on down. Coffee to find the frag on towards Kenzel, slowly but surely extinguishing the numbers of the CT side. Like close to wood is a nice angle, Flaric, but it's not going to work out for you this time around, as Yekes does find the kill on towards Def, and that is going to create the 2-round gap that GoodJob needed. Try and build them into this game. Pro100, of course, finally able to invest though. And this is where things are a little bit more heated once again. Still going to be no AWP though, and I feel like for Smike that's a really needed ingredient. He made an idiot, but he's not going to get it. It is going to be these 5 rifles. So they can show for themselves as Mega's going to get himself a kill on the nade, taking down arguably Pro100's most valuable player. Flaric has fallen. Not a good start at all, but let's see what happens now. Things are already beginning to wind up towards Plat. Aggression fades, the smokes along with. Oh, I wanted to throw him back down again. Boy towards drop, still looking likely as a molly. On towards those back steps, a flash from Desas will almost certainly then prompt the push. He'll go flying on through. Smike trying to hold on towards Rock Crush with a good frag on towards Desas. Smike still holding, gets a good amount of damage. Kenzel with a kill on towards Coffee. Crush still standing back. Flag, gotta be careful. The USB trying to finish things, drops the nade. That could be enough. Lollipop hugging in the corner though, still standing. Bomb dropped on Plat. Makes it a committal play. They cannot run away from this. Down to 10 HP, stuck in the corner. He's waiting for his teammate to strike box. It's all on you, buddy. What are you going to do? Distance being pulled from Def. Takes the peak, but Def will win the fight. Leaving Lollipop all alone. "10 HP is all he has. Holds the corner. Nothing to peek. Rush just rears his head from steps. Good, nice and high flash. Gonna allow Kenzo to peek on up and find the frag. Volley goes down, early drop. Pretty standard CT stuff, which trying to delay the rushes. This is always going to see if he can find something of his own volition when rolling towards A. Going to get solo, of course. No ability to trade, and that's going to be something that pro100 could well capitalize on, just by the fact that you have got Death and Smite positioned together. The rest of GoodJob are just throwing plenty of flashes out onto his B, and they're committing to the push. Frag grenade will dunk box out of the server. Yekas is still going to push either way with this easy. They haven't cleared Coop. That's going to come back to seriously haunt them. Flaric through the smoke with a double. Kenzo stealing one away on towards Yekas. Leaves it all alone to that flank player. He's on plat. That smoke fades. Death puts him in the grave. Back to the eco for GoodJob. A lineup that going to have to sacrifice their lead in this series. Unfortunate situation, but economic control is by far the biggest thing. Allow them to at least fall by and try and work their way back into this. Pistols try and see if they can find their way up on towards A, but one by one they will fall like bottles off a wall. Gonna be them just getting broken to pieces. Shattered to try and get around these corners. Oh, this is that buy. GoodJob can't afford to mess this up though. If they do, they start to allow pro100 to create distance, start to run away with this. That's where the problem really steps in. Then we head to a third map Mirage. Still a fair few rounds to go, but GoodJob wanted to be close. A good way of doing it is by taking this one. Game plan seems to be to hit towards A, and I like the fact that pro100 have kept two players over on towards A for this reason. Still, of course, being Smike and Death. Coffee, got a flash through, takes the fight, Smike wins first. Second comes in, Death doesn't trading. But it is still pro100 to come out on top. Death gonna lose his head towards long. Yekes quickly to pick up the bomb. But Flaric taking down box means it's just two men less standing for GoodJob as they quickly sprint towards B. The round changes, it's all on Lollipop now. Can he kill Crush before they can rotate back to B side? He's full blind, Crush losing. Whoa, good spray. Kenzo trying to rotate, but Yekes wins that too. A headshot. And right at him. One more headshot is all that's needed. Flaric walking out towards Rock. Lollipop ready to see if he can take that fight. Still posted up, not spotted out by Lollipop. Flaric throwing one of his own. Does work out, but Yekes wants the final punch, the final say, and so he shall. Does the dance around the back of Fountain, catches him by surprise. And after plenty of headshots, found themselves landing right at the feet of their opposition. The head, ironically so. Does mean GoodJob are allowed to equalise. This round now, all the more important, dictates the economic flow. Both teams have barely anything to spend. Push comes out, two players towards A. Death pulling distance this time around when his player over at Matrix commits. Down and up the steps, consistently pulling away. Flaric making a one-to-one trade. Coffee and Poe tapping away at each other. Flaric still surviving. Death a pick of his own. The AWP from Desassel will find a trade. A nade towards backside could well prove to be lethal. Desassel going for a wallbang, just an inch off. But an inch is enough for him to stand. Box finally pulling through, making it a 2 versus 2, but Crush was all about baiting the time. Comes in with a backstab, drops the bomb in mid. As the trap is set. Desassel now is an impossible round to try and make work, continually going for this wallbang. Push comes in. Desassel still going for that shot. Eventually it'll be Kenzo to swing on him. USP out now to finish him off. Double dink to the head. pro100 up to 12. tough round now for GoodJob. As they're back to these pistols. Trying to see if they can work out towards B. Lollipop did find the jump on Crush. This is where things could well go wrong. They start to trade away. They can make it 2-for-1. Def and Flaric both exchanging blows. Once again, at range, it will be the CZ. But Flaric, the saving grace of Pro100, steps up with another double kill. Would love to see a stat of how many double kills he's got this game. Honestly would, because he has been incremental, this Ukrainian team. Coffee tries to make it a 1v1, but the headshot didn't quite connect. The P250 isn't the greatest tool in this scenario. As an eco win, let's further progress the scoreline. 3 now. All Pro100 need to force us to Mirage. Fortunately, there's still going to be the double eco that haunts GoodJob. Once again, just another rush met by frag grenades and flashes, Molotovs, the fickle flames that lead them to their graves. It is going to be quick as anything. And a scene on your screen that ever describes the current situation for GoodJob. Trapped up against a wall, trying to escape, with very, very little they can do about it. One final buy is about all they're going to be have to play with here. They drop this and the game is pretty much done, as they're going to have to force up the pistols again, and we've seen how well that's gone for them. Already an early frag grenade and drop to try and see if they can find anything on towards Flaric, but they've struggled all game to assess the fact that drop is a tough thing to tackle. Flaric has been on point. Say it, and I'll say it again. Desassel is going to move around the corner. Flash comes out. Blind Smite forces him back. Now he's posted. That's a little awkward. Def at least finding one with the MP9, but not the weapon you need in that scenario. Flaric potentially going to be caught on the drop as he takes the peek from APC, somehow still standing. Given a second chance at life, is this a renewed chance going to get an opportunity to go huge? Well, it gives him one kill, and enough is enough. Fox will finally step up into the spotlight and actually get something done. Long before trades do come through, though, that does mean Crush is now all alone. Left to try and win this game, single-handedly. Has a bit of information to work with. Won't know there's a player directly on long corner, though. No idea if they push up either, and that means his back is going to be exposed. Yekes able to take that kill. GoodJob give him another fighting chance, somewhat, against Pro100, because it has to be said, they haven't broken the economy of the CT side. By no means close. Arguably, this round is going to be just that little bit tougher, because instead of being up against 3 rifles and 2 MP9s, you're looking at a double AWP setup. Backed by fully fledged rifles with utility to boot. Not out of the woods just yet, but this will be a start. GoodJob, they win this. Then we're talking about the 14-14. Because Pro100 spent every penny to make this round work. Def smoke corner. It will be smoky, but it's enough for him to peer on through and get himself a headshot. Kenzo has a wide peek on towards Platt. Bad flash. Kenzo will punish. Another kill for him. Ultimately for the CT side. Push comes through. Smike. The trade. Nearly lining up for collateral, but Smite is doing wonders from Rock. Follows up with a tag. Yeka's so low, 12 HP. Gets himself 2. Nolly thrown towards Fountain to try and force him out of position, but Kenzo will not move a muscle. Pro100. 1 round away now is all the difference, and GoodJob have nothing. All to spend. Gonna be Tech 9s, CZs, whatever the choice may be. Upgraded pistols and utility is about the only way they can afford to go. Pretty balls, the wall style CS now has to come in. Of course it has to. Straight through door, straight out through A mid. Smite picking one away, gets a second. He's having a great time right now. Def gonna hold off the cross. Smite backing off because he's trying to be smart. And it works out for him. We'll give him another kill on towards Lollipop until he gets too close for him to handle. Could give a hot potato coming through with the AWP. Def and Flarek both finding themselves kills. Leaving it all on towards Lollipop. It's a flick towards Coop. Going for the no-scope. Mag 7. Popping in his face, but has the second shot. Flash out nice and high. He's going to blind them, but he's got to hold for the push. Goes for it a little too early. Premature from Lollipop. That's where he'll fall short. It was a good first few set of kills. Got himself the kill up on towards Balcor. Some call the tucked in right-hand corner of Coop, but even with that said, it still is the same scoreline, 16-12. 3 kills. Needed the ace. That fell short. Map 3. That's going to be coming around soon. Mirage is going to be the battlefield. I'm not sure what to think about it, but I'm going to kind of digest my thoughts. I'll be back with you guys soon. Don't go anywhere, as we are going to be going to this third map anytime now.
CS.Money, a new service for trading your skins. Tired of all the skins piling up in your inventory? With CS.Money, trading got faster and safer than ever. Now you can just sign in to our website, choose the skins from your inventory and those you want to get from a broad variety. Confirm the trade and rejoice in your new skins. CS.Money, the best service for trading your skins.
E-gaming bets, online betting for every esports fan. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, CSGO and Overwatch, StarCraft 2, the choice is yours. Express bets for multiple matches or live bets on the game you are watching right now. Know your way around Dota 2, make a prediction for picks and bans. Playing CSGO, guess the number of rounds in a certain match. Daily quests for all participants and all the best choice of payment systems. More than 600,000 users have already made their bets on the spectacular matches since 2011. EGB.com. You know for sure who's gonna win.
World Electronic Sports Games returns with a new season, the largest championship among national teams in the history of esports. Dota 2, Hearthstone, CSGO, StarCraft 2, and $5.5 million at stake. European finals will be held in marvelous Barcelona from the 22nd to the 26th of November. Win your slot in the finals of the World Championship. Register right now.